Are you thinking about making a move to Port Saint Lucie, Florida, but you really don't want an HOA, a homeowners association, kind of just in a regular street on a regular neighborhood? Stick around, you're not going to want to miss this video. My name is Megan Schoner. I'm a local real estate agent here in Port Saint Lucie, Florida, and I love helping people like you from YouTube every single day find your treasure of a home here on the Treasure Coast. So if you're looking in the next 9 days, 90 days, next year or two, please feel free to reach out to me. My cell phone and email are listed below. I would love to answer any questions that you have and help you find your treasure of a home here. In today's video, I do a lot of videos on new construction, 55 and older communities, but I wanted to kind of show you what a traditional neighborhood is in Port Saint Lucie. So it's a little bit different. All of our homes are basically going to be on a 10,000 square foot lot. So that is a quarter of an acre. If you are on a corner lot, then you'll have a third of an acre. Our houses, you'll notice, are also set back from the street. That is to help with drainage and any kind of flooding. Like what I keep hearing from you guys in other areas is neighborhoods. So we don't typically have the traditional neighborhoods. You can have a big mix, and I'll show you as we're driving, but you have a big mix of old houses, new houses, smaller houses, larger houses, people with boats and campers and cars out front. So it's not really as kind of neighborhood feel maybe as some other areas. The other thing too, you guys know that I'm from Chicago, so I thought it was really strange when we moved down here. We don't have sidewalks, so that is kind of another thing to note. We will have sidewalks in some of the gated communities, but in a traditional Port Saint Lucie neighborhood, it is very rare to find any kind of sidewalks. So that means if you've got kids, honestly, waiting for the bus stop, kind of in a grass lot, around the street. So just a little bit strange, something to note there. So most of the homes here in Port Saint Lucie are going to be your one-story home. They're going to come in either the frame, which is the wood frame home if it's a little bit older, or pretty much anything from like 2000 on is going to be a CBS, which we call the concrete block structure. The big thing in these neighborhoods, and especially with homes that are more than 5 years old or so, is to make sure you check on the age of the roof. That is a big thing here with our insurance companies. The insurance companies like to have roofs no older than 15 years. So what you're seeing in a lot of these homes out here is a lot of them were built in the early 2000s, and so the roofs are getting old. So you'll see a lot of new roofs going on in the houses, which is great. Big thing here, you'll see a lot of metal roofs too. So one of the questions I also get about the metal roofs too is, can you hear the rain on them? Is how noisy are these metal roofs? Really, you can't hear anything. They're quiet and no different really than a shingle roof, except sometimes your internet connection is not the best, especially in the middle of the house. You've got work or something, be in a room with a window and have your internet over there. What a lot of people like about not living in a gated community is you don't have to worry about any of the homeowners' rules. So you can have your boats, you can have your RVs, you can have motorcycles, you can have as many pets as you want. We can't have any chickens here in Port Saint Lucie. You can have them up in Port Pierce, but not in Port Saint Lucie. You can have fences. Our fences can go up to 8 feet, and really you can do anything that you want with the house without having to get permission from anyone. So a lot of people really like having that freedom. Now the options for these non-gated communities, if you're looking to purchase, you can actually purchase existing homes. You guys have heard me say this on multiple videos. We have a plethora of available homes here. It's not like the Northeast and other areas where you're getting multiple offers and things are going really quick. We have over 2,000 single family homes for sale here in Port Saint Lucie. This is as of May of 2025, and we're getting about 95% of the list price, so there's a lot of negotiation room, which is a great thing for you as a buyer. You have different options. You can either buy a resale home. What we're getting from some of the builders, another option is they are doing what we call spec homes. So it's a brand new home no one's ever lived in before, but you can't make any changes to it, but you can purchase it. So those are available. And then the other option is if you want to build. We don't have as many available lots as we used to, but you can work with some of the custom builders. You can purchase a lot. The lots currently are going for about $175,000 for a standard 10,000 square foot lot, and then you can work with a builder and build a home on your lot. A lot of different options in this area. In Port Saint Lucie, this is as of May of 2025, the single family homes that are not in a gated community, we currently have 882 of those. Of those 882, the median sales price on that, this is for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, about 1,856 square feet under air. The original list price is $450,000, and they've been on the market about 60 days. It's about 2 months with a list price of $242 per square foot. So now looking at the sold homes, so the sold homes within the last month, We had a total of 236 homes that did sell. The median sales price, again, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, about 1,800 square feet. The original list price was $418,000, and then they did some price reductions, and the actual sold price on the average is $399,450, which translates to about $234 per square foot, and we're getting about 96% of the original list price. Is negotiation room for the homes that are on the market. And when I'm looking at these, this is a mix of all of the homes here in Port Saint Lucie, so all different zip codes, newer homes, older homes, frame homes, CBS homes, homes with pools, homes without pools, but I just wanted to give you kind of average stats so that you would have that as well. So a couple other unusual things to note too is you will see a lot of cars in the driveway because we don't have basements or attics here, so everyone pretty much uses their garage for storage or as another room in their house. So you'll see most people will park their cars outside, pretty normal here. Again, like I mentioned, we don't have sidewalks and we don't have a lot of street lights. Port Saint Lucie used to be a kind of a smaller, quieter town before, now it's like 250,000 people. And so they like to kind of keep it quiet and dark in the neighborhood. So for the most part, you really won't see a lot of street lights. It's pretty dark and quiet in the neighborhoods at night. And some of the neighborhoods we're going through some changes, but right now a lot of the lines and stuff like that are all above ground. I know they're working on trying to get most of those underground for all the hurricanes. You will see that outside too in these neighborhoods. So if you have any questions about purchasing a home here in Port Saint Lucie, Florida, not in a gated community, or you want to really compare the difference between the two, please feel free to reach out to me. My cell phone and email are listed below. I would love to help you find your treasure of a home here on the Treasure Coast. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you can be notified of all these weekly videos on Port Saint Lucie and the Treasure Coast.